Let's talk about Squid Game Season 3. You know, a lot of people are looking forward to this season, and I think it's safe to say most of them felt like they were let down. But I'm here to tell you why Squid Game Season 3 wasn't even that bad, to be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were definitely some moments that were questionable, but I really like the way it ended, and I'm about to explain why. I'm gonna start off by saying how much I love Squid Game. I'm all about the Squid Game life. Gihan, that's my G. But this season messed me up in unexplainable ways. And if you haven't watched it yet, then you have got to. But I'm basically gonna cover it in this video. Season 2 low-key ended on a cliffhanger, but that was some top tier, right? Compared to Season 3 at least. Jungbei's death had me in tears, but it is what it is, I guess. But we're not here to talk about Season 2. We're here to talk about Season 3. Season 3 just literally started where we left off, and Gihan and his rebels get shipped back to the main room. Unfortunately, none of them are too injured. But then, like when Superman was resurrected in the Justice League, he starts crashing out at the guards being like, "Why'd you let me live? Why? Kill me now, kill me now." This guy has been through the thick of it. Imagine being so selfless that you went back to play a game where all your friends died just to save people, only to be trapped in it once more. This guy's life really sucks. But anyways, let's fast forward a little to the first game, Key and Knives. I thought this game was going to be boring because it's literally just hide and seek, but the seekers have to kill the hiders. You know, elementary stuff. But obviously, Hwang Dong-hyuk, I think I said that right, knows how to keep people entertained.
Bet you ain't never got chased by a midget. Bitch keep calling my phone, thinking I'm with a whole town on Mount that's
We got the Dream Team who's already passed. They've already killed the Seekers, but they're just killing extra for fun. Or just to protect their loved ones, quote unquote. Then we got the old dude who pretty much double crossed the Spirit Lady, which was fun to watch. Then we had a whole ass baby born in Squid Game. Now this is what starts to cause controversy.
Massive day for the unemployed.
And you'll see what I mean by this when I start talking about the ending. We got Gihan in this game moving like, you know Itadori Yuji from JJK? Well, yeah, he was moving like that. Hunting Daiho, I think his name was. Like Daiho was Mahito or something. After the shenanigans that occurred in Season 2, saying it's his fault that his friend died. I'm leaving a lot of stuff out because I can't be asked to summarize everything in this video, but I'm just telling you about the key moments that I thought were really good. The first 2 episodes are actually a lot to digest, and it's actually astonishing how much is happening in Squid Game, but it's still easy to follow when you're watching the show. And I think good cinema and TV just has that ability. And this is good TV and cinema. But the ending is what some people weren't really happy about. In my opinion, I think the ending was pretty much perfect. Gihan wasn't meant to survive, I don't think. He wanted to prove something deeper. You know, the front man, Inho, I think, he believed people were naturally selfish, and so did Chairman O. Remember, if any of you guys watched Season 1, at the end of Season 1, there was like this little scene where Gihan and him wait for a homeless man to be helped, and Chairman O passes away just before the homeless man can be helped. If you know what scene I'm talking about, then yeah. That clearly showed that there is a goodness out there, and people are willing to help others. And Chairman O's and Inho's kind of psychology is just messed up. The front man believed that people were selfish, and when they're pushed, they'll always turn on each other. But Gihan shows the opposite. I mean, he literally sacrifices his life for a baby that's 1, not even his own, and 2, whose parents have literally abandoned it while they're in the game. Even in a place as brutal as flipping Squid Games, compassion can still exist. People choose to be good. You know that final line, "We are not horses, we are humans. Humans are," and he just stops. That unfinished thought hits hard. Horses act on instinct. Horses are used in gambling in someone else's game. Horses run because they don't have a choice. My voice. Anyways, maybe that's what the Squid Game was. People running out of desperation. But humans, we're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to have a choice. Choose what exactly? That's where it gets messy. Gihan saw it all. Greed, betrayal, cruelty. But he also saw love, sacrifice, and kindness. So what does it really mean to be human? We use the word humanity like means compassion or empathy, but the people who built the game were human. The ones who killed and betrayed were human. So are the kind ones the only true humans? Or is all of it just us? Maybe that's why he couldn't finish the sentence. Maybe he didn't have an answer. And honestly, neither do we. Humans aren't just good or bad. We're capable of everything. The word humanity doesn't mean much by itself. It's what we choose to do with it that defines us. I know, right? That was pretty deep. But that just goes to show that if you really dive deep into an ending of a story, even though it was tragic, even though it was sad, it has a meaning. There's always a meaning to an ending, especially from such a good show like Squid Game. I don't think anyone's gonna stick around for Squid Game USA though. I can't see myself seeing that in a million years.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
But for what it's worth, I think the ending was actually pretty decent. Now, the one qualm I have about this, the one gripe I have about this, is the fact that that detective guy spent 2 seasons dragging out him finding the island, and he still was only able to find it in like the last episode, and all he did was walk in there, say why, run out, and then watch the whole thing explode behind him. Like, come on, man. His friend literally figured it out in 2 days, and I'm willing to bet a lot of money that if his friend was in his position, he would have found it in season 1 easily, bro. We wouldn't have this shit for 3 seasons. That side story was so draining. Like, come on, man. And I guess the other side story about one of the Squid Game troops helping one of the contestants, that was really heartwarming. I like that one. And we do get left with some sort of hope, because she goes to find her daughter in China or whatever. But whether or not she actually does find her, that's left a bit ambiguous. But the fact that she was about to herself and she didn't, that's just gives us hope, I guess. I guess this is just a show about hope in all actuality. Anyways, let me know what you thought of this video. I don't know why my other video didn't do very well, but that's the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Peace.